What is up, guys? Oh my god, there's so much to tell y'all. Status of my mom's cancer. I may or may not be moving. Fucking all kinds of shit going on. I'm 4 weeks out now. You can tell my face is all thin and shit. I got a lot of shit to do today. Marley's got a second birthday party that I have to go to. And after that, I got to come back, get my pre-workout meal and go train. Lindsay should be in town by then. But yeah, fuck. But anyway, so I'm going to get into it. I'm going to finish getting ready and then go over to see Marley. But I will holler back at y'all and we're going to go through all this shit. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the vlog. Alright, so now I'm about to eat my pre-workout meal. So I'm gonna show you what I have. I have about 140 grams of chicken. Fuck, can't even talk or think. And I have like, disclaimer, Lindsay makes all my meals. As soon as Jason sends me my meal planner, updates it, she has my login, she goes in there and she makes all this shit. So they're fucking with me. So I'm pretty sure this is like maybe 90 grams to 100 grams of rice. And like 2 ounces of asparagus. Fuck, it's prep shit, it's real, it's prep brain, it's real. So he's been cutting my carbs consistently, so now my training days are around 100 and my 147, and then my non-training days are at 100 carbs. Very low for me, so I'm starting to feel it and doing 60 minutes of stair climber fasted in the morning, 7 days a week. 3 days a week post training. I do hit on the spin bike for 10 minutes, and yeah, it's fucking working. So I'm gonna keep doing it, keep getting leaner, keep getting drier, keep getting sharper. So I'm gonna eat this, let it digest for about 45 minutes to maybe an hour, and yeah, by the time Lindsay should be here, she's pretty close, I think, and then go to the fucking gym and get some footage for y'all. But I'm gonna get into this meal and I will holler back. Alright, so back. It's been about an hour since I ate. So I'm gonna take my pre-workout and my little ghetto intro. I say ghetto intro because, first of all, your boy's gotten sponsored since then by First Detachment Nutrition, and I've announced it on my IG, but I haven't announced it on here yet. So yeah. So anyway, they're a military-owned company, and I'm gonna get into details about the company in itself in another video. But just know that I'm sponsored now. So this is not a review, but I'm gonna be honest because I've been using the pre-workout for 2 weeks now. It's got some citrulline in it, so it will help with the pump. I will say this is my honest opinion. This is the best pre-workout I've had as far as effectiveness. Not so great for the taste. So do not drink it. Do not drink it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. We are working on a new formula to make the flavor better and make it more palatable. Right now it's very bitter. So I mean, it doesn't really bother me because I dry scoop everything any fucking way. So if you want a pre-workout that works and you dry scoop anyway, this shit right here, I'm telling you, it's the best. It's the best fucking pre-workout I've had. If you're local, fuck with me. I'll give you a scoop in a baggie so you can try it first. If not, just take my word for it. So basically, I have raw citrulline. So what I do is I'll take 2 scoops of raw citrulline. I say raw because there's citrulline in here as well. So it's about 5 milligrams right there. I put that on that or in here, and I'll sip on this. That's the duration of the workout. And then of course I'll take this to the head. Do it about maybe 15 minutes before you train. So usually I do it at home. By the time I get to the gym, I'm usually ready to go. A lot of people, including myself, back in the day, I didn't realize that you should wait at least 45 minutes to an hour after your pre-workout meal before you train, so your body can actually utilize it, and so it can, be digested and stuff. I used to like eat and then go to the gym in 15 minutes, and the shit is gonna sit on your stomach. So, what is it? It's 4:42 now. I finally got done with all my clients today. I have them do check-ins before noon, and that gives me some time to be able to actually get back with them, and I usually get done around this time. So Everybody checked in on time today, which I'm thankful for. And I got done kind of early, so now I'm about to hit the gym. Oh, disclaimer. This has a shit ton of caffeine in it. Let's see. So that has, holy shit, 10,000 milligrams of L-citrulline in it, 2,500 milligrams of beta alanine, but it doesn't make you feel itchy and shit. Like, it's subtle. Like, you just start getting a lot of energy, but it's not abrupt, right? So like, you're just like, damn, like midway through the workout, you feel like you can keep going, and it's not like I said, the beta alanine is not so intense. You get fucking, you know, when you feel like you're about to be a crackhead or some shit. And then the caffeine, wait for it, 325 milligrams. So what that means is, do not take a full scoop unless you were fucking like on some Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan shit. Because if you take a full scoop, I'm telling you right now, you might not sleep. So I would start off with a half scoop, depending on what type of day it is. I've yet to take a full scoop, but just be cautious of that. But it's just very fucking powerful. Subtle, but it's powerful. So I'm gonna take maybe a little bit over half. Like I said, I'm not gonna bullshit y'all on the taste. We working on that. It's not so bad when you dry scoop it. Do not drink it on the way to the gym. That was an interesting day when I did that shit. So anyway, we're gonna go do a shoulder touch-up workout, meaning that, fuck, it's raining now. That a bitch. Well, we're gonna do a shoulder touch-up training. It's basically touch my shoulders a little bit, get a pump. We'll probably go in the pose room and pose. And that's it, really. You know what I'm saying? Short and sweet and up out of there. You don't want to be in the gym all day. 4 weeks out, and just making sure that we basically refine and get some squeeze and get some blood to the muscle. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And then I got fucking post cardio I gotta fucking do too. So there's that. But anyway, I'll see you on this clip. Alright, what's up everybody? So I want to go ahead and throw this in from last week just to kind of extend this vlog a little bit. I don't have a lot of training footage. But we hit legs this day. This is the 11th when we did this. So basically what I'm doing right now is you come down and you hold for 10. And then you come down and then you hold for 9 seconds. And you come down and hold for 8. So on and so forth till you get to 1. After you do that, then you do 10 to 15 regular reps. And the emphasis is obviously the hamstrings, but putting blood in there, most importantly. This shit's hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If you want a great pump in your hamstring, give this a try. Again, you come down, hold for 10. Then you come down and hold for 9, then 8, and all the way down to 1. And then you do 10 to 15 regular tempo reps. And that's going to put a ton of blood into that muscle. So we were trying to warm up the back of the knee and get some blood in the hamstrings before we went and squatted. So squatting was our next movement, but we did this first. And oftentimes than not, if I write programs for local clients, I like to have them come in to actually kind of sample it. And then I kind of write as I go to finish it off. So that's what I kind of did. I actually wrote this for Tomasa and Itzy, two wellness competitors that I'm actually coaching. But, you know, it fucked me up too. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was really good for, again, prepping the joints and the ligaments, getting them ready for squats. So you got Tomasa here. She's doing it for the first time, and the shit was fucking her up. I get joy in, you know what I'm saying, seeing people go through pain and shit and anguish. I don't know why I'm weird, but it's you know, it is what it is. It's part of me being the executioner. This is why I like. But with that being said, you know, this is her off season. She's full-fledged into the off season now. Well, not full-fledged, but we upping her calories slowly, and we getting her to that point. But this leg day was brutal. I think I ended up like burning like maybe almost 800 calories in this leg day. Obviously, I didn't get every second of it, or the video would be way too long. But just keep in mind that, you know, my heart rate was around 150 on average, and I was killing this shit. And, you know, I think around, this was 11th, right? So I was actually starting to feel my carbs now, because the coach had cut my carbs. I was down to 147 on my training days, and I was still doing 7 days a week, 60-minute stair climber, all that good shit. You know what I mean? So I was feeling it, that, you know what I'm saying, today. So it's going to be interesting. The next clip you're going to see is I'm going to be doing squats. Now, mind you, I have a slightly bulging disc, right? That's for one. I'm old as fuck. That's for two. Three, at this point, I was 5 weeks out. So then, you know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. But I still did, relatively heavy weight for me. You know what I mean? I think last week I was what? I was 168. I was about 168 here. You know what I mean? So I started off with the 315 right here, as you can see. And then, when I got down there to depth, I was like, you know what? This isn't so bad. So as you can see, and I've been stretching a lot more too. So my mobility is a little bit better. My hips are breaking a little bit better. Keep in mind, guys, when you stretch and do static stretching, don't do it before you train. But when you do static stretching, it actually helps your mobility and it helps, lengthen the muscles, and you can stretch the fascia, which is going to be optimal for, growing your muscle and muscle growth. So like that went up pretty easy for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just talking shit to myself. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go up. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Of course, I end up going up. So that's basically what I'm saying right now. But I was very cautious. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to win any powerlifting meets, and it's kind of late in the game in prep, so I didn't want to risk injury or nothing like that. So I was really listening to my body. I'm very in tune with what my body says. So here's back in the day we used to say this is 3 plates and a biscuit. So it's 375 or 385, I think. And it was going up easy, but then it got to a point, and I was like, fuck me. So then Tomas is behind me, spotting me. You know what I mean? I just need a little bit. I just need somebody there. She wouldn't really help me, but when you have somebody behind you, it kind of gives you an extra, a little bit of, security that you got this shit. So that was that set. So we moved on, and we went to kind of like a machine squat variation, and I put my heels at the very bottom, and I put my stance close together to get the outer quad sweep. So what I'm doing here is I'm coming all the way down, a little bit below parallel, and going 3/4 of the way up to keep constant tension on the muscle. After that, I'm doing a pause rep. So then I come up, and then I come back down maybe 1/4 of the way and hold that for 10. Then I repeat the 10 regular reps, coming 3/4 of the way up. And then that is one set. So you hear I'm doing the pause reps. Now I'm going back into it again for another 10. And that will be one set. My fucking quads were dead by this point. And again, you only see I'm using one plate. Like, I had so much blood in my damn legs at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. So it's not always what you do and how much weight you do. It's how you fucking do it, right? So, like, this is bodybuilding. This ain't powerlifting. This ain't, whose dick is the biggest. This ain't no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get hypertrophy in here. We trying to do high volume. We trying to, get a little bit of polish on the legs and get that separation and get the fuck out of the gym. So that was really it. So then, I got Tomas in here. Her legs look crazy just all year round. Like, she's very genetically blessed when it comes to her legs. Yeah, I'm proud of her, man. She killed the Kentucky Muscle. I think it was a week before I actually recorded this video. And it was her first show. She made a lifestyle transformation. Then she made a transformation into a competitor. And she won True Novice her first time out. So I was just fucking ecstatic. So with that being said, here's me again doing this shit. And again, my fucking energy levels are so low by this point. I'm just like, fuck, I'm just ready for this shit to be done. But, I got 2 of my clients watching me and shit. And I was like, nah, I can't give up. You know what I'm saying? I got a show to win. I got a card to win. And I got a status to obtain. You know what I mean? So, like, we got it in. So I think we did 4 sets. We did 4 sets of each exercise. We did 2 to 3 feeder sets on the first exercise that you saw to warm up the, like I said, the knees and the ligaments like that. Fuck, can't even talk. But after this, we went into an adductor machine. Abductor or adductor? I always fuck that shit up. But a lot of men shy away from this. Let me tell you something. This will help your fucking outer quad sweep. This will help your glutes depending on where you sit on the seat. And I'm telling you, this helped my outer quad sweep development. Now for this, I'm using it more for glute, which I already have a lot of. But my glutes need to be more refined and they need to have more separation. But most importantly, I'm doing this to show Tomasa. So it's the same principle as the first exercise. So we come out and then we hold for 10. Then we come out and then we hold for 9. Then we hold for 8 and 7 and 6 and all the way down to 1. After we do that, we do 10 regular tempo reps. By that point, your shit is going to be fucking burning, right? So you do 4 sets of this. So again, you come out, you hold for 10. You come out, you hold for 9, and then you do it all the way down to 1, and you do 10 regular tempo reps, right? So this was the second to last exercise that we did, and our legs were already so engorged full of blood. And just keep in mind, guys, when you walk into the gym, your body does not know what you're training. It doesn't know that it's leg day. It doesn't know that it's chest day. It doesn't know that it's arm day. It just knows that, fuck, I need to get this weight off of me. So it's our job to make sure that we send signal to that muscle. Now, how do you send signal to that muscle? Well, you do feeder sets, warm-up sets, right? And you get a slight pump, right? So basically, you're going to do, like, if your working weight is 135, you're going to do maybe 12 reps of 60, and then you're going to do maybe 10 reps of 70 or 80. Then you're going to do maybe 6 reps of 120. And that's prepping the muscle, but it's also sending signal to the area. So now whatever compound movement you do after that, that area that you just warmed up and you sent signal to is going to take over the movement. So that's a little, you know what I'm saying, game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We used to use that as a rule of thumb back in the day. But anyway, so moving on. Now, this is a variation of a leg extension. It is a leg extension. However, the way that I'm doing it is a little unorthodox. I got it from Tom Platz. I'm trying to get that separation all the way up to my fucking hip. I want to be able to lay a number 2 pencil in between my leg separation and my quad. So I put the seat back to like I'm damn near laying back. You know what I'm saying? The old school, you know what I'm saying, street dudes and shit when they used to ride around in Cadillac and shit and lay all the way back like they laying in the back seat shit with one arm on the steering wheel type back, right? So make sure that you do that. Now when you do that, make sure that you curl your toes back towards you. So when you come up to the peak contraction, guess what we about to do? We're going to do the holds again. We're going to hold for 10, we're going to hold for 9, and we're going to hold for 8, and all the way down to 1. This shit will fuck you up, and then you're going to do the 10 regular tempo reps. So as you can see right now, here I go. Boom. Hold. See my toes pointed back towards me. I'm feeling the top of my quad to feel the separation in there, right? Boom. Hold again. Now I'm holding for 9. Same thing. Feeling top of my quads to feel the separation, make sure I'm fully contracting. Boom. Again, now I'm holding for 8. So you see, you keep on doing this, and I'm telling you, the crazy thing about this is the lower the reps get, the harder it is. It's fucked up, I know. It's fucking satanic, but the shit fucking works, I'm telling you. So at this point, again, I'm all about refinement. I'm all about getting that last bit of detail etched into the quad. I feel like that's the missing piece of the puzzle. Once I get that shit in, I'm gonna be a fucking problem. So that's what I'm doing. So I came across this exercise Tom Platz used to do, who had the world, like probably the best legs in bodybuilding, world-renowned legs in bodybuilding. So, you know, you study the greats, and then you sample what they do, and then you make it into your own, and you keep it popping. So now I'm just doing my 10 reps. I'm getting them over with, but that shit fucked me up. But anyway, so I hope y'all like that leg day. Now we're going to come back to yesterday, which was May the 21st, and we're going to take back up where the video left off. And I'm going to get the fuck off here because I can't talk no more. I'm fucking tripping over my damn tongue. But I will see y'all at the end of the video, and I'm going to discuss all the bullshit and all the good shit that's been happening in my life. So now we're about to get back into the shoulder day that I was getting ready for before we got into this leg day. Peace. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of our leg day. So I'll see y'all later. So this is going to be a light day. It's going to get a pump basically. Come do some supersets and get some blood to the shoulders and stuff like that. That's it. Nothing crazy. So we're going to start off doing, it's like a lateral raise machine. It's really dope. I actually like it. So I'm probably going to superset that with the pec deck, reverse pec deck, hit the back delts. So a combination of the two is really going to put a lot of blood in the shoulders. Probably do a rep range around maybe 15. Get a feel for the weight, go up in the weight, and probably stay at 15 reps and superset that for 4 sets. That'd be a good start. You definitely want to make sure that you do feeder sets, meaning that basically you're just prepping the muscle and the joints. So before you start doing your working sets, do a couple feeder sets, and maybe your first one might be about 10 to 12. Go up and weight a little bit. Do your second one to maybe about 10, and then maybe 7. And as you're going up in weight each time, it's prepping the muscle in your joint so you don't come in here raw and just fucking pull something or break something or damage something. And usually I'll have a pump by the time I get to my working sets. See, a lot of clients do that, and I have to educate them on what feeder sets are. Basically, getting ready to say that feeder sets are very necessary for the first maybe 1 to 2 exercises, depending on what you're training that day. You gotta send signal to the muscle as well, right? When you come into the gym, your body doesn't know if it's chest day or back day. So by sending signal, hence a pump, sending blood flow, it lets your body know what time it is and what's gonna be worked. So in essence, if I'm gonna do arms that day and I want to do triceps, and I do like a tricep press down with the rope, put all the blood in there, whatever compound lift I do after that, like close grip bench press, triceps are gonna take over the movement. That's a little G tip. Would have saved me a lot of VR visits. I don't know now about when I was younger. But back when I did that shit, we didn't have Google. We had Ask Jeeves and shit. So you know what I mean? A long time ago. But you be careful with misinformation. You know, you live and you die by the sword. You know, there's a lot of information out there. A lot of shit's not advantageous to what you're trying to do. Case in point, you know, there's powerlifting and there's bodybuilding, there's power building, there's all kinds of niches within fitness, right? But you have to figure out what your goals are and then try to learn different information that matches those goals. It's imperative. Alright, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up and then get into it, start working. So basically what we're gonna do now is we'll do a variation of side laterals. I use the bench. It's not completely upright, but it's close. I was never good at geometry, so I don't know what fucking angle it is. But as you can see, it's pretty steep. So one thing you wanna do is make sure that your chest, your pec line is actually over the top. You stance together, and you just come straight out. Alright, so we're gonna do standing shoulder press. We usually do them seated on the Smith. Obviously for precautions, I'm fucking pre-contest. I'm 4 weeks out. I don't want to do nothing stupid and fuck something up. But I'm gonna go relatively light today and just really concentrate on my form and get a good squeeze and all that good shit. So I haven't done standing in a while. I used to be a bread and butter exercise for me. So we're gonna give it a try today, see how it feels. And you'll be able to see the intercostals and everything in my back working. So they look pretty neat. My back's pretty good to fucking go, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm gonna do this. It's probably gonna be the last exercise for the shoulders. You know, we did 4 sets, what, 3 or 4 exercises, around 12 sets or whatever. That's plenty, you know what I mean? I don't need any more than that. Obviously my shoulders are what they are, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really wanna tax them too much if I don't have to. So go ahead and get into this real quick. Might do maybe 10 reps, depending on how I feel. these out, and we'll see y'all in the posting room. Alright, so I decided to go with the burger and fries for my pre or post workout or whatever. I get one a week, but I'm trying to experiment. Flip the camera around. So basically, I'm gonna eat this, then I'm gonna take pictures and see how I look, and then I'm gonna take pictures again in the morning to see how I look and document it. Something that you want to keep in mind when you compete is documenting everything, whether you have a coach or not. That way you can always learn and improve, and if you have data to back it, then it's just going to help you get better each time. So make sure when you try things like trying to fill out stuff like that, you document it so you can know what you did before. You can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you came from. So I'm usually pretty good about that, so I'm trying to really hone in on that, and Jason is really, really good about being collaborative with that and listening to my opinion, because he understands I've been doing this for a long time. I'm very in tune with my body. So all the data that I give him, we take in consideration. We have a conversation, and we get a game plan together. So the last year, for North Americans, the problem was I didn't fill out. I got bottomed out. I did protein veggies for like almost a month, and I was just ground zero. I couldn't get any glycogen. Like, my body was going through carbs. Tried to carb me up the day before the show, but I'm an ectomorph. My metabolic rate is insane as it is, let alone, in prep. It's crazy. So I looked flat as fuck. When you look flat, you look like you're out of shape because the muscle's not pressing against the skin, thinning the skin out so you can see separation, etc. So now, Jason, I gave him that data and told him about those experiences, and we understand now we're going to have to really load me up with some carbs. I'm going to get up early that day. But, burgers and fries has been working very well with me. So I felt like I was a little flat today. So I want to eat this, and then I want to document it and see, what comes of that, because I feel like I'm flat. So stay tuned. I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to do some posing. All right, so it's the next morning. It's about 8 o'clock, so that means I slept in. I ended up posing last night. My stomach was kind of a little weird or whatever. I probably because I didn't drink enough water with it. But the gamble in doing a burger and fries when you can't control the variables is, the fat content and all that will, you can get bloated or gassy or whatever the case may be, and it's just not a good feeling to have in your stomach. And if you're about to go on stage the next day or whatever, it's kind of a. So I think what I'm going to do is do just a plain bagel. Lean ground beef to make a burger. I'll do 2 of those, and I'll probably have some red wine, right? Because I know that the wine will dry me out, will relax my nerves, it'll help me sleep, and then I can fill out with the plain bagel and then the lean ground beef. It's a G tip. It's an old school tip. If you want to do a conservative burger and fries, do that. Sometimes I might throw sweet potato fries in there, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do 2 bagels. Like I said, the lean ground beef, and then I'll have the red wine, and then I'll just have the rice cakes through the night. Usually I put the rice cakes into my toilet, and every time I wake up to piss, because you're discreet and all that water, and then I'll just grab a couple of rice cakes, on my way back to bed. Now this is, I don't know what Jason's plan is. I haven't really talked to him in depth about this, so that may very well may change. But I wanted to do an experiment last night, and I did it. Now, do I look better? Absolutely. Like, I haven't posed yet, but when you get up, you brush your teeth and you kind of flex here and there and shit, and I can see like a considerable difference. So yeah, my weight did go up, but it's to be expected because it's water, right? So it went up like exactly a pound, which by the time I get back from fasted cardio, that it should be back. I'll be back to the same weight. I know this because I've done this so many times. So, yeah. So I mean, like I said, the experiment didn't go bad. It didn't go like, I'm not gonna say it didn't go great, but it's pretty much what I expected to happen. So I think that going forward, because my stomach feels decent now, it will feel perfect after cardio, but obviously the day of the show, I'm not gonna be doing cardio. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna do more of a clean, conservative approach, and outside of pancakes, if we decide that in the morning of, and outside of the bagel burger and stuff like that the night before, probably it's gonna end up filling out on rice-based products because you can never go wrong because it's easy to digest. So I'm thinking about doing that. The reason why I'm so intense on this right now is because my biggest critique, in the past was not being conditioned enough, and I was overly conditioned last year. I over dieted last year, so now I know that conditioning I can get there, but it's the balancing act between filling out. So my legs were the last to be developed, so my legs will be the first to be fucking flat. So I gotta be conscientious of that, especially my quads. But anyway, I'm about to go do fasted cardio. Got 60 minutes of stair climber. Go ahead and get that done, and then we're probably gonna post again. So stay tuned for that. So even though I said on, my IG and Facebook, this prep has been great and all that, like there has been challenges. There's been a lot of challenges. As y'all know, my mom was diagnosed with cancer during this prep last week. So I lost my job at the beginning of the prep because of the bullshit of me not having a degree, and they fucking just let me go the first day after they found it out, even though they were told that. Yeah, so then after that, my mom got diagnosed with cancer. And then, I was just trying to play catch up financially ever since then. So I made a plan with, the people I paid my car payment to. So the other day, I walk outside and my car is fucking gone. They took my fucking car. And I'm gonna roll that clip right now. What the fuck? So this is when I parked my car yesterday. Now it's not there. Fuck, man. So as you can see, I was like, what the fuck? But I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna get my car back. I might have to pay more money, but whatever. So, I pulled together, Lindsay, Tomasa helped as far as getting me to and fro and stuff like that, and being my transportation to work and all that. And between that and Uber, we made it happen. And then I got my car back. So this prep has not been easy. It's just been a good prep. So there's been definitely challenges along the way. And it just came to a head where I had to make a decision. I talked to Lindsay and a couple other people about this. I know my mom's on board as well, because that was my biggest concern because of the, where her health is at. But I'm gonna be moving. I'm moving down to Bowling Green. I know that I probably never thought I'd hear myself say that, but I am. It just makes sense, right? Lindsay has a house. I don't. We have 2 sets of bills we're paying. It's stupid. We had every intention of moving in together at some point anyway. So the ultimate goal is to move back up here, when the housing market, is better. But, I'm starting, I've already started my business. It's been going very, very well. She has her business that she started, and then a collaborative effort. She's been very pivotal in the back end of my business. So we've been kind of, working and tag teaming my business together. And ever since the Kentucky Muscle, where Tomasa has done well, it's been a snowball effect, and a lot of clients have been coming my way. And all this was pre-planned in a way. I spoke into existence months ago, and I told her that I'm going to go full-fledged on coaching, and I'm going to capitalize off this prep and leverage this prep as well as the show, and things are going to start happening, and that's exactly what's happening. And she's been helping me, like I said, with the back end of everything. So that's been, very pivotal. And now that it's materializing, it's just advantageous for me to make that move with everything that we have going on and everything that we want to accomplish. Because again, this is not just a hobby for me. I'm not just trying to go on stage and just for the sake of doing it. I'm trying to make a career. I'm trying to live the business of bodybuilding. So with that being said, it just makes the most sense to cut my cost and to go ahead and move into the next chapter of my life and to do that. So I'm actually excited for this next chapter. I think that it's going to be very conducive to what I'm trying to do and a lot of plans that I have. Again, coaching is going well. My clients are amazing, and we have a team. Like I said on my pages, I'm not here just to coach people. I'm here to build a team and build a community, and that's what we've done, and I'm here to educate. So Team Hill, you know what I'm saying? We're going to bring this card home to Team Hill. We're going to bring it home to Indiana, even though I'll be in Bowling Green. I'm still representing Southern Indiana because that's my life where I grew up, you know what I'm saying, 812. But with that being said, it's the end of the video. So those of you who made it this far, I appreciate y'all. So make sure you like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video, hopefully next week. And I'll keep y'all posted on my social media. So make sure you follow me, The Chosen One, on Instagram. And you can look me up by Larry Hill as well. But until next time, like I always say, in the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, always make your next move your best move and transcend your kingdom. Peace.